was complaining a second ago about taking a long time. And here we go, looks like we're going to go live. They're going to go on quarantine for this pistol bash. When that's finished, I think they're going to go for the map elimination, same as we did yesterday. Here we go.
What map would you like to see this match, Warlord?
I honestly don't know. I mean, I hate. Well, I don't say hate. I think 2 Jane is the least fun map to cast. I think it's just the same thing every round, you know. But I mean, we'll just have to see. So I'm just gonna carry on with this pistol bash. It's like Braindall are gonna take the early advantage in it. Cavalry's gonna smash people up. Yeah. I mean, I honestly don't know. I mean, I've seen Critical play. I've played against them a couple of times. I know they have a very sort of slow, patient game style, really. And yeah, I'd like to see them play one of the more aggressive maps, like maybe Map Martyr, something like that. I know Braindall are pretty much very, very good on every single map. Plus their checks, so they're pretty excellent on Burgundy and Dornville. So but they're gonna have to win this bash. It's gonna be very important for them. Tavares is gonna win it in Braindall. So they're gonna go for the elimination now. Let's see what they do.
Warlord, just a question. Do you have any YouTube open or something? Close it because you're lagging a bit.
No, I don't think so. I think that's just my internet, unfortunately. I'm close some things down. Okay, let's just see what they're gonna do here. Looks like Critical are gonna eliminate Dawn and Braindall are gonna eliminate Matt Martyr, Quarantine Burgundy. That probably leaves 2 Jane. There we go.
Like you said, we don't want to play. We don't want to watch the Jane because it's the least fun, and boom, 2 Jane it is.
I know Critical are actually very, very good at 2 Jane. They've taken down some of the best teams in the game currently on this map. Their playstyle is very, very good. They're very slow and patient, and they just Braindall have to be very, very careful not to lose the early picks to these guys. I mean, they're the sort of team Critical where you can get the 2-man advantage on them early in the round, and they just wait, pick you off, and then go on to win the round. They're just those kind of players. So I'm just gonna be back for a second, see if I can set up this lag on my line. I'm gonna take over for a bit, maybe.
So to repeat, guys, welcome all to the Pay and Play Cup. Today we're playing Critical versus Braindall. We're gonna play to Jane. In the next round we're gonna see a pistol bash again to decide which side we're gonna play. So have in the game, and I hope it will be a good game. Now we're just waiting for people to rub, and one player I think is disconnected from the game because his connecting is taking really long. So we just need to wait a bit for him, and then we rub, and then we're gonna go live into this match.
Okay, looks like that's all sorted, and hopefully I should be alright for the rest of the match.
Okay, that's good. So Warlord, what you gonna think? What side they're gonna choose for pistol bash?
Well, I mean, a lot of people think that this side is allied sided, but you know, I honestly think this is one of the few maps in the game where you just couldn't pick. You'd be all day discussing it and things like that.
I totally agree on that one. I think it doesn't mind too much what side you're gonna choose on this map.
Yeah, I mean, obviously this map is very fast. It relies on sort of aim and probably getting lucky here with a lot of it. I mean, it's the difference between taking it slow and going towards the B side of the map and trying to make the picks before you move anywhere. And then obviously it's very hard for the Axis side to actually move around in this map without getting killed.
I agree on that. I think we're gonna see some good double kills. What I think from long roof, a fast push from a British guy into long roof and try to kill that A corner and stuff. I think we will see that sometimes, and maybe he gets 1 or 2 kills, and that's gonna be very useful for the team then, because it's 5 versus 3 then, and they can get around that way.
Yeah, I mean, I know that these Braindall players, I mean, they're from the Czech Republic. They're very, very good at aiming. I mean, I played against them. You think they just make shots that you'd never expect them to make. So I mean, we'll have to see. I mean, I'm not sure which side either of them are going to take. I have to say I haven't seen a lot of these teams actually play apart from playing against them in random clan-based matches. So I mean, I can't say which either of the styles they're going to go from the picks here. I think we're just waiting on Coty to start this one.
I've played some matches with critical reps on some decent points. Like we played on 1800 points and this guy was still dropping 30 bombers, you know. It was just insane. And the same for Ainit, you know. Ainit was, we saw him at Team Slovenia and he just had the aim that was unbelievable, didn't miss anything. And just being there for his team. So I think this is gonna be such a good match. Such two good teams, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too. I mean, like I said, we were discussing yesterday with who was it? It was Paladin, with shots that you need to make to win the round, and they're just kind of players that you can just rely on to do that time and time again. So
yeah, but the shots Paladin yesterday missed were like just easy thank you shots, you know.
Yeah.
And I think we won't see that here. Yeah, it sometimes can happen, but he did it quite often that match.
Yeah. I think we're about to go live now. I think Critical are just waiting on something. I think they're probably just discussing a few tactics. They don't tend to have any guys AFK, they're all moving around. I think they are just going to go live. And there we go, we're going to go live for the pistol bash. For the sides here. Pretty standard behaviour. The team just sort of hanging around in some middle area. I mean,
I remember from the Open Cup that like Team Turbo played sometimes to Zane and they just were standing, Euro Cup I mean, yeah, and they were just standing behind the MG and just shooting everyone because they just didn't mind what side you're gonna choose on this map. But yeah, if you really practice this map like attack side, I think you would like to begin attack side.
Yeah, I mean, attack side, a lot of teams prefer to start. I mean, I'm not saying it's more the easier side, but you do have more time to sort of discuss and decide which bomb site you're going to go for. And looks like Braindall are going to go for the Axis pick, so that's obviously their preference. I'm going to give you a quick roster down here before we start. Braindall, we have Randall, Haveries, Enit, Toti and Barry. And for Critical we have PZ, Cobrex, Phoenix, Ludio and Zokika. Gonna have fun pronouncing that one. And luckily it looks like we're going to go live. This round we're going to go straight away with Tavares for Braindall. I know how this guy plays, I can expect him to be right up in this middle. It looks like he's going to go for this fast A spawn, that's pretty smart from him. He's going to go, not many nades interestingly coming from Critical. RPZ is going to drop in it pretty fast on that B cross though. Going to be a pretty early advantage. Haveries needs to watch his back here. He does actually hear players pushing into that A site. However, one player from Braindall has pushed all the way back down to that garage. The A site is going to go down. RPZ is going to drop Toti, but Haveries is going to drop Coperex in return. Randall is going to drop RPZ, and it's going to be a 3-on-3. So the A plant is going to go out again. Tavares needs to be careful not to get his head taken off here. The plant is going to go down on A. Not sure Tavares should have let that happen. He should have tried something. He's just being careful now. Two of the Braindall players are pushing around. Phoenix is actually hiding out in that A shop, and he's the only guy on the A site currently. The Critical, although Zokika is going to drop Randall as he tries to push in around that banana. Area and Barry is going to drop. He's just going to go for the fake plant. He get tagged up by Zokika and he's going to drop him with a little pistol shot to the face. And it's all on Ludio, who's just camping around that A corner. I think Tavares knows where he is. He's going to lean to out the way and he's going to get the shot. And that is four kills for Tavares that round. I did criticise him there, probably a little bit earlier. Oh, and Ruben is going to get kicked. That's going to be handy. But yeah, I did criticise him earlier for staying in there, but he managed to stay alive and he managed to make the frags that were important there. And it's just that kind of thing we talked about before the game, Davey.
Yeah, it is. I think he played very patient on this A roof. Let's follow this round. RPZ Reps called as well with his scope. Let's see what he can do for his team. He's holding cross, critical beginning good with a nade kill into Randall. Reps just moving on to the spawn roof. And checking a bit spawn. Let's switch over to Anip because he's... Never mind, he died. And let's switch over to Varas from Braindall because he's in the middle of the fight. Just waiting a bit in the back. He spotted one in the alley and just is waiting now and let them come. It's 3 versus 5 in favor of the attack team. Critical. He sees the shotgun and the shotgun is obviously gonna kill him. Carver shotgun, easy win. The A B plant is going off for critical. What can they do now? They have very good positions. Let's follow Toti from Braindall. He has the scope and sitting on spawn. Let's see what he can do for his team. Barry gets a kill on Josh Kika, but Raps replying on him, and Raps gets the second kill on Toti. What a names they have, man.
Yeah, let's just call him Kicker or something. The easiest. Okay, let's go away with RPZ in this round. He's got the sniper, so we can expect him to be looking around towards that B bomb. So by the looks of him, yeah, he's just going to go straight away. Watch that cross. He's going to toss out the quick B plant nade, I think that is. Looks like Critical are going to go ahead and smoke that B tank though. He's not going to be seeing a lot, but he is going to be calling to his team that he can't actually see that cross anymore. Letting them know that they could be surprised at any point. Looks like he does have player holding its back. Looks like Tavares is actually in position on this B truck though. Ready to see these critical players. Coperex needs to be careful in case he just pops out into Tavares' aim. Looks like Toti is going to drop to RPZ though. And Tavares is going to miss the shot. Quickly a 5-on-4 situation here for Critical. They are taking it slowly into this site. Coperex is going to drop Braindall. Probably a little bit lucky there. Fenix is going to drain it though, and it's going to be another 5-on-2 situation. And Kicker is going to drop Tavares, and it's all going to be on Barry, who's just standing in there around the site. He does get the nice little MP44 shot onto Fenix though. But he does have it all to do. The 1-on-4, the plant is going to go down, and he's going to get dropped by Ludio. And again, another fast round. Critical just taking these 3 or 4 frags very, very quickly there, moving in together. That was very well done. Interestingly, Fenix went A when the rest of them were pushing B, so taking them by surprise a little bit. But Critical is going to push through this middle again. I'm following Fenix right now. He's just waiting around the spawn. Ludio is going to drop Tavares over on that B site with the quick cross nade. And Ludio is going to drop Randall. Just running up that middle really. Toti is going to drop him in return. No, but the Braindall players actually are giving the positions away. They know that there's 2 players on B and that Toti is all alone on that A. Although Barry has moved back into the middle. But it looks like Critical are just taking it very slowly here, not giving it any easy frags away, and it is going to get tagged. Does spot a player on that B roof and gets the nice little shot onto RPZ. But another one just in front of him. He has to be careful not to get shot, and he's going to get smashed in the face by Coperex, but he is going to get dropped by Barry. And it's going to be a 2-on-2 now, and Toti is going to drop Fenix as he goes for that Garen spam there over the top. Lokika has actually heard the reload there below the stairs. He knows that Barry is there. He doesn't actually know where Toti is, so he's got to be careful. Toti is going to spot him, and Barry is going to get the kill. A little bit unlucky there just to get that pick up just in time to spot him on the B stairs. But yeah, really equal, I think, Davey?
Yeah, it is. Well, I'll take this round because we're having massive lag again.
Okay.
I will follow this round Critical Phoenix. Let's see what he can do for his team at this moment. It's gonna be an A push. 4 people rushing A. Reps beginning with a kill on Braindall. Jokka replying on Barry. It's now a 4 versus 3. They're pushing into A. The smoke is down. They're gonna rush into this A shops because there's 1 player of Braindall, and Reps is going massively for his team. Just killing the people on B side. What a play of Reps. This is just perfect. They knew it was an A-rush Braindall, so they were switching over, but the scope was there to get them 1 by 1.
Very, very smart play from RPZ. He knew he had to just watch the cross. Let's switch over to him now. He has actually gone top in the server in that last little action there. Looks like Braindall are going to make the quick push into the low. Toti is going to drop RPZ with the early nade to spawn. And Tavares is going to come up and spot a player there in that middle. They do know he's there though. He's got to be pretty careful. All the critical players are actually on this B side. The middle player is going to get tagged up. I don't actually know who that is. I think it's Toti. And Interestingly, Braindall have gone for that middle smoke, presumably trying to stop RPZ from getting the picks onto that B bomb. However, he's actually dead, so may help them. Not as much as they hope. Barry is going to drop Copa as he tries to push into that site, but kick it. And I think that, yeah, that's Ludio just there behind him. They've got to be careful. There's not a lot of time left on that smoke. It is going to start to fade now. However, they do have the time they need to get up close to these players. There are two of the Braindall players on this B site just sitting there covering each other. However, Kicker is going to hear that reload from up, but he's not going to get the chance to capitalise on it as he gets dropped by Ludio. Barry going absolutely huge there, getting the 2 kills, and Tavares spotting up the player there on that B roof. He's going to get pistoled by Edit. Edit getting a little bit cowboy there, just trying to jump around the corner.
You want to know my opinion? The rounds that Braindall lost is when they die too fast in the begin start on B-bomb. Now they didn't die and they just go and get the rounds. So let's follow Ainit. He is scoping for his team. And let's see what he's gonna do for his team. He's just checking with his scope on the A side. Just gonna reload shot long roof, but nothing is happening. Let's switch over to the B side. Let's go to Randall with his shotgun sitting at the B tank, because the players of Critical are pushing in on the B side again. Randall gets nade by Copex. I don't know what that kind of nade is, but it's getting the kill. So,
he cursed him.
Yeah. Critical is moving in now. Let's follow Braindall Toti. He's moving in on this B side. People are around him. He misses the shot and gets dropped by Copex. Is Copex gonna... Oh, the player is already dead at the B side. But Ainit replying on reps. It's now a 4 versus 2. The bomb is going down. Ainit is going in the back. Phoenix dropping Barry. It's now 4 versus 1 with the bomb planted. This is like a no-go, but he gets a 1 kill. And maybe can he be able to pull this round off? 3 people left. It's obvious that they're not gonna peek now. Just be smart and wait. Jotkika just hit him. And knows where he is, and Ludio gets the kill on Ainit. That is very well played. All keeping a sight and just waiting for him to come. Just can't be able to do anything.
Well, I mean, Critical, when they're winning these rounds, they're winning them sort of in about 10 seconds, I think. It's sort of all rushing the site together. They are making the kills and they're just winning the rounds. I mean, they're literally going to go for this A sort of push the same way as they've been doing every single round. RPZ is going to get absolutely owned by Enit on that cross though. Enit has to be careful though, not rushing in with Thompson. He's going to miss the shot and he's going to get the no-scope onto Ludio, and he's going to get dropped by Copa. That's a 2-man advantage, but I'm kind of thinking he should have been safer there. However, Phoenix is going to completely negate that with the kill onto Randall. However, Phoenix is going to be all alone on this A site. He's got to be careful. There are 2 players there. There's no one there to help him. He's just very smartly just sitting in there, not moving at all. He's going to get the kill onto Barry though. He's got to be careful because... oh no, there's actually no players there. He's going to go for that plant. And the Braindall players are just going to be trapped in onto this B site. Toti completely left alone. He knows where the players are, critical players are, but they just aren't peeking. Excellent work by Phoenix there, getting that kill on the A plant and just getting that bomb down. And Toti, I think, is going to have to go absolutely huge to win this round. He's just going to get owned by Kicker. But we're probably going to see a timeout because Tavares has been kicked by Buster. So we're just going to have to wait.
I just think that Critical at the moment is playing so well. When they rush like a team. It's not like that they're going in one by one like we saw last matches. They're just going in as a team, throwing those nades. Like, they throw the nades and then on the same moment they go in, so they know that the players are moving. So if they're gonna make the kills, then they should be really fast. Stuff like that. Indeed. The minor stuff is just so important to get rounds like this on this level. And I just think that when Criticals gets the rounds, like 3 rounds they got because Reps just going huge on this B side and just killing them on the B side from their spawn. So that's why I think it's very useful that they throw the smoke here. Because when they didn't throw the smoke at the B-bomb, it was just getting killed all the time. So let's follow Braindall Barry for his team. He's top fragging for his team at the moment. He is sitting on his B side because Critical went the most rounds to B. And it's looking forward to it. It's gonna be a slow B push. because there's not much happening. Amit is crossing for his team at the moment. 2 people are crossed from Braindall. Randall beginning with a headshot on Raps. That's the key player at the moment for critical killed. But Phoenix replies on Randall and Copers on Toti. It's now instant 3 vs 4, and then Tavares gets a kill on Phoenix, and it's 3 vs 3. Let's switch over to this critical Ludio that's switching into the back. I get the kill by Ainit. No one kept this middle. But nice shot of Tavares, but he gets dropped by a nade. It's now 1 vs 1. No, 2 vs 1, sorry. Let's switch over to Barry. He's gonna move onto this B side. I guess he's going onto the balcony to check if there's anyone on the B roofs. Now he sees the A plant is down, and he probably knows that there is someone attacking this cross. But he doesn't know where exactly it is, so he needs to be very careful to not get shot in his back. And as you can see, Kopex is checking this cross, but hears him on the roofs. So he hears him jumping off now as well, and is gonna peek. And Barry gets dropped by him. That's just well played. Keeping the cross and just knowing when he comes, and that's an easy kill.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of thinking that the Braindall players kind of have to shut this A push down. I mean, you got 3 players going B. They're just sort of keeping the guys pinned down on B, and then Phoenix, and I think it's Ludio, which is absolutely destroying A. Here he goes again. He's just going to try and get a peek out. Let's switch over to him. He's just going to be peeking out onto this A, trying to get the kills, trying to force the Braindall players to rotate, and it is going to drop to an A from Ludio. Phoenix is just keeping them trapped in. He sees one guy corner, they're going to call that away. He hears the other one on the A bomb. They know that there's only 2 players left alive on that B. Randall is going to drop RPZ though, but he's going to get shut down by Ludio. And it's a 4v3 situation currently, and very critical. Phoenix is going to go up Toti, but going to get dropped again by Barry. And it's going to be a 2v3. Tavares have got to be careful and not to get shotgun. He's going to get killed by Zogica though. And it's all on Barry, who's actually in a pretty favourable position to make some kills here. He hears someone on the roof. He don't actually know where he is. He's going to drop Zogica. Koperek knows where he is though, but he does a shotgun. Barry has actually run away. Here's him coming up the A roof. I think he's just providing a distraction here so Koperek can get up behind him. They don't actually know where Barry is. Oh, he's just going to get a little bit unlucky there on Coper. He's going to drop there behind that wall, not going to peek up. He's got the shotgun, so he knows that he's got that close range power. And the critical players here, very smart, just going to try and stay alive, try and waste Barry's time, and they're just going to pick up the easy frag in the end of that. And that's going to be a 7-3 advantage, looking decidedly unhealthy for Braindall right now. David.
If you ask me, I think they're getting crushed by the A pushes of Phoenix. I told it in front of the match already, we're gonna see some pushes from the long roof, and that's happening. And they just die all the time by that. But let's follow over to Raps from Critical with the scope. Oh, never mind, he gets instant dropped by Ainit, just getting crushed by his scope. Barry kills Kopex. It's now 4 vs 3 in favor of Braindall. They just need to outcamp this now. Barry gets to kill Ludio. Let's switch over to him. He's in the middle of the fight but goes away. No, actually he's going into the B roof. It's 3 vs 1. Last player of Critical into the A alley. Let's follow him. But it's already too late because he gets dropped. That was well played of Braindall this round.
Indeed, I mean they knew, they've worked out the Critical are just taking it slowly towards this B site. They smoked the middle, they just rushed in towards that BL, they just came in a pincer movement behind them. Looks like Critical are going to go for this fast A rush though. Interestingly, RPZ hasn't gone onto the spawn roof this time. Phoenix is going to drop to a nade from Toti though. And the Braindall players are going to call this A rush pretty quickly, and we expect that the 2 players from are on B from Braindall are going to start to push around here. A is all pretty much smoked up, here we go. Randall has pushed all the way up to this garage roof. He is going to miss the shot. He does have a player behind him. He's going to get an excellent little shot to RPZ though. He's going to get dropped from below by Kicker. And it's going to be a 2v4. Kind of a bit of a fail rush there from Critical, but we'll have to see whether they can get the team play together and win this round. Tavares just checking A status. He's going to get dropped by Ludio. Probably a little bit silly there to just got there, especially with just a rifle. And Zokica is going to drop Barry as well. This is what I was talking about. They just take it slow. They win these rounds. Zokica is going to drop Enit as well. Excellent play there. And it's just going to leave Toti along this A site, and that's precisely what I was talking about, David. They just take it slow, they get the picks, and they win the round just like that. That was a 2v4 situation.
That's so well played. But I think it's a bit stupid of Braindall to just pick 1 by 1 and get dropped.
Indeed.
by Kika.
I mean,
But yeah.
especially Tavares, he went in there against that sort of close range situation with the guy with the Tommy and just got shredded. He probably should have waited a bit longer just to wait for Rabin to ready up.
I think Critical is gonna be very happy with this 8-4 lead.
Indeed. But I mean, Braindall, the kind of, like I said, I've never seen them play, but you can expect to see Tavares popping up, making those sort of multi-man kills just to open up the sights here. Looks like Braindall are going to do a pretty similar tactic now, and it's just going to be holding that A side. Player from Critical has actually pushed into middle, although they smoked it. Ludio's going to go flying across the floor with a slide bug. Zokika is trying to drop Enit and Tavares. He's going to get sighted up by a player from that spawn roof, but he's not going to hit him. And that's a pretty early 5-3 advantage now for Critical. Rando is going to drop Coperex with some nice little shotgun work there. Barry is going to drop Ludio, bringing it right back down to a 3v3. Randall's got to be careful, they're taking it slowly. His teammates are absolutely nowhere near him. Toti's dropped Phoenix though, bring it down to a 2v3. Barry is going to spot a player in that spawn though. He spots actually both players, so they could go for either side here. We've got to keep them pinned down. Looks like Randall's gone for that B plant. The plant is down. He's just got to be careful now not to get dropped by either of these players, especially since Toti and Barry are absolutely miles away from him. Toti does have him pretty well covered now, as long as he can stay alive. I think they may have heard that though. He's just not peeking. They do know he's there. Oh, he's going to get dropped by an excellent shot by RPZ. Toti needs to be careful. Oh, he does get backed up by RPZ again. They do have time to win this Critical. This is doable. Barachek is coming around from spawn though. Lokika is going to miss the shot. Oh, he's going to get absolutely owned.
Oh, that's so well played, man.
That shot onto Barry there, I think that's made my week. He just spun around and shot him absolutely in the face there. And I have to say that Zokika guy is going absolutely huge right now. 17-6, far and away the best score in the server, and it shows the play down that just there, David.
Let's follow this round Randall from Team Braindall. Let's see what he can do for his team at the moment. And the early kill onto Toti by Phoenix. Randall has picked up this shotgun and is not smoking, but he gets dropped by the scope, running into this alley. Very good kill by Reps, and already it's 5 versus 1. What can this Braindall Tavares do for his team? He gets rushed by the shotgun, and oh my god, what a playstyle of Reps, just peeking this side, B side, and just killing them one by one. Boom, boom, and there they were.
Even your bum, you didn't think that right, mate. Yeah, okay, let's spectate Zokika again. He's been doing absolutely excellent for his team. Look, he's going to get in this 8 plant and he's going to get tagged up by a nade. He's going to manage to dodge it though. He's actually going to be all alone on this side, so he's got to be careful not to give away the early advantage. RPZ is going to drop in it as well. Looks like Zokika is going to get pushed and is going to get dropped by Randall. Randall actually, interestingly, waiting there, waiting for the nades. He doesn't actually think that this A site is abandoned, although it is. Going to get covered by Tavares from that long roof though. Barry's going to get the bash onto Copa. He's not going to be happy about that one. And he's going to drop Phoenix again there. And it's all going to be on Ludio. Has actually pushed into this middle smoke here. He hears where the players are, but he can't really do a lot about it. He's going to get tagged up by Randall. And you would expect him to go down. There we go. Tavares following up with a kill there. And I would have to say, Davey, that I would think that Braindall need to realistically get at least the next 3 rounds.
They need to make it a match, yeah. So let's follow one of them. Let's follow Ainit. He picked up the scope again. He dropped it, but he's picked it up again. He's just checking this cross and misses the shot. So now there's one cross, and it's gonna be harder for Braindall to get through this B side. So let's follow over to the crosser. That's Coperx. He's sitting in his garage, but Randall gets an absolutely nice double kill into the critical players. But Coperx has a perfect position. He hears them running over the roofs, but unlucky for him, the A-bomb gets planted and he only has a shotgun, so that's pretty sucks for him. It's now a 3 versus 5 in favor of Braindall, but Toti drops Phoenix. It's a 5 versus 2. Can they be able to pull this round off? Ain't gets a kill on Kopex, and this is gonna be the round for Braindall. 5 vs 1, bomb planted. Raps is good, but not this good. He spots one on A-roof, but he gets dropped.
Allies win.
There we go. I have to say, props to that round goes to Randall, who just completely opened up that A site with those 2 kills. Gone in there, got the bomb planted, and just the rest of his team backed him up. He's not had the best of games, but he showed that he's a quality player there. Let's spectate him this round. He's going to go for that A nade, and looks like they're just going to be doing the same thing as they did last time. He's going to make the kill onto Coperex, but Enit is going to get dropped by Phoenix with that nade. So they're just going to sit, wait for the rotate. He doesn't hear the players in the middle, but he goes for the cross, but just get dropped for the nade. He's going to go for that A corner smoke. Does see the player there. Opposite is going to drop the nade onto Tavarese though. And Ludio is going to get shot in the face by Toti, and Barry and Toti again with the double headshot. Comes out with a little smiley face there.
You know what I think it is now, Warlord? Exactly the same thing is happening what Critical did on the attack side. Just getting those kills from long roof and A, and when you're on B it's hard to get back on this A side, you know?
Yeah.
So let's
follow
think
about Hussein.
to Critical, never mind, because he gets dropped already. What, Big gets dropped so fast, man. Let's follow over to Enid. He is scope for Team Braindall. Team Braindall need this round to get the back, but Critical gets a fast double kill. But now it's suddenly so much kills flying around. It's 2 vs 1 now in favor of Braindall. But Kopex is rushing the scope, but he gets dropped. That's what I mean. Just a perfect A push again. What's going on here? Can they pull this back? It's now already 10-8. Still in favor of Critical, but they're getting the last round. It's now up to you, Warlord.
But yeah, I mean, I said they need the next 3 rounds, and they've done it. So let's switch over to Barry. Being an absolute monster over there, just picking off these A players as they try and get in. Toti again has got into this A stairs. He's got to be careful though, because he can be seen from middle. Oh no, he can't actually. That's gone for the They're actually using Critical smoke against them. Get onto this A site. They're going to smoke up, say, bomb. Zokika has got to drop Toti though. Critical Coperex is actually across the B bomb here. He sees a player on that roof. He does get tagged up though. He's not going to be able to do much about it. He shoots him in the face, but he's not going to get the kill. And it is going to drop Ludio. And it's a 4-on-3 situation in favour of Critical. They need to keep their players alive. Coperex is going to drop Averies. He's just running around using that Kevlar to try and kill all the players. Barry is going to drop RP with a nice little shot to the base. And Barry again on Coperex. Barry again onto Zokika. It's an absolute monster over there on that B site. Completely clearing that out. And it's all on Phoenix now. He's just stuck inside that A site around that banana wall. He does put the player inside the cage. He's going to get tagged up from B, and Barry with excellent foreman.
Oh my
Absolutely
god.
Slicing open that Critical defence there on that B side. And that man is showing how good quality player he is. He's currently been 20 frags. I think about 11 of us are on this allied half alone, and we've only played, I think it's about 5 rounds now. Looks like Critical actually stacked players on this A. 2 players going and 2 players in the spawn. Phoenix is going to drop Enit with that little geeky spawn nade. And Coperex is going to get across again for Critical here. He managed to do a little bit of damage last round before he got shut down by Barry. And he is just going to wait. Pretty predictable spot there. And he's lying in that B alleys. I think that Braindall are just taking it pretty slowly here. They're trying to pick up before they move anywhere. Switch up to Barry. He's been an absolute beast in this game so far. Here's it over there on that garage roof. Randall is going to toss out that A smoke to the A bomb there. Maybe try and push in a little bit. I'm not sure that's the smartest thing to do. He's got no one to back him up. He's going to try and push past the players that are on A onto that A roof. He's going to get the kill onto Zokika though. That did work out for him. Tavari is going to follow up onto RPZ. He does hear the players there in that spawn. Looks like Tavari is going to drop Phoenix as well on that A site. Coperex is going to drop Tavari and Coperex again onto Barry. Some of the 2 top players now. Sorry, Tavari is bottom, but that's definitely going to be a blow to this Braindall team. Randall is kind of alone on this A site. He did open up with the A frags to get onto that roof. However, Toti is pretty scared on here. He's actually trying to make the little move around to this A corner. They know there's still a player on A. They don't actually know where he is. The Coperex is going to drop Toti. He goes towards that middle, and Ludio is just going to drop Braindall. A little bit split up there from Braindall. They got the early picks on that site. Randall moved in on his own and his team are very, very slow to follow up there, Davey.
They were, yeah. I thought the Braindall were having this match, but then they went this round, but then they were very slow. So let's follow over to this Ludio that's pushing into middle for Team Critical. Shoot, and he gets instantly dropped. Why do I pick only people that get instantly dropped? Braindall with the beautiful double kill. And let's switch over to Enid that's sitting now on this long roof with the scope. Spots one player in the A shops. And just jump to Cage's, but he misses the shot, unlucky. And what a headshot, that's a very good headshot. Now they know the A side is open, so they're pushing instant to A side. But there's one sitting in A corner. Enid should cover the A planter now. And that's exactly what they do. The A bomb is getting down. And oh my god, Phoenix got a beautiful single headshot. It's now 2 versus 2, 2 versus 1. Is in favor of Critical, but this bomb is planted. Let's switch over to Randall. He hears one player coming, but he has the shotgun as well. That's a good job. Can he get the double kill? He gets a double kill. Very well played of him with the shotgun. He just knew he has shotgun and has the advantage on close range and just killed them both.
Not a lot you can do about that, unfortunately. When the shotgun is around that A bomb with the plant, you've got to rush him, and that's precisely what you don't want to do with the shotgun. Let's switch over to Zokika, who was an absolute monster on the first half. He's not had the greatest of games in the second half. And it is going to drop Lydio, and he's not going to be happy about that. 3 dots are going to come out. That normally means he's not very happy, but again an early advantage for Braindall in this first round. And Randall's going to drop Coprex again. He's been absolutely destroying these players that's in this second half with that shotgun. And Critical are looking at the wrong end of a 3-on-5 advantage, but I think Critical Phoenix is going to go absolutely huge and bring it right back to a 3-on-3. However, the Braindall are actually stacked over at the B site, and all of the Critical players are actually over on the A side at the moment. 2 in the A, 1 in the spawn. They don't have a lot of cover over onto this B site. Braindall could, in theory, get in. However, I think the Critical players know what's about to happen. No nades, actually. Dokika is holding his nade over at that A corner. He could theoretically go for the B bomb nade if they get into here. But Tavrees and Toti are taking it very, very slowly. They've got plenty of time here. 46. They've got plenty of time to check spots. Perhaps even get a kill. Toti is going to get missed by a player there. Just going to tag him up along that A corner. He sees the nade go over. He's pretty sure he's going to miss him. There we go. That is a bit of a waste of a nade there from Zokika. But there we go. 3 players from Critical. I don't think they've actually spotted the second Braindall player. So they are wasting a bit of time, I have to say, looking around here for the second player. RPZ is just going to peek out towards that thing. They do now know that both of the players on this site. Zokika is going to drop Toti, and it's all on Tavrees on this B track. He's going to tag up a player going towards that spawn. All of the players are just going to sit there and wait. I reckon RPZ is pushing in towards the bomb, and I expect them to rush him all. One time he does get tagged up, and that's going to be she wrote for that round. And that's going to be 12-10 now, in favour of Critical. I'm not sure if these games go to overtime, but I wouldn't put anything over Braindall here. They could possibly bring this one back, Davey.
Absolutely they can, because it's just so going up, down. But if they just can finish the rounds like they should do with the begin kills that they didn't do for the last 2 rounds, it's gonna be, I think, I would like a 12-12, so I hope it would be. I think it's gonna be, no, it's not gonna be fast A push, but Barry, let's spec him moving over to this A side, gets dropped again on. Now it's a 5 versus 3 for the favor of Critical. Let's switch over to Randall sitting on this A stage with his shotgun. Knows that there's somewhere in the middle, but he can't do too much with the shotgun. Gets dropped from the sandbag roof. Toti replies on raps, shooting on him from balcony. Let's switch over to Toti. He gets tagged up from the A sides. It's 4 versus 2. Braindall needs this round. So can Toti or Tavares go use for his team? Toti gets 1 kill. He gets a second kill, the best. It's now 2 versus 2. They need this round. Can Toti go massively huge for his team? Phoenix and Kika are both holding this cross. No, Phoenix is moving away. Can Toti get on this bomb and get the plant off? Tavarese is moving over to this B side as well. Kika is still holding this cross, while in the meanwhile Phoenix went on the A roof. If they want to do something, I would, if I were them, I would jump over. But Phoenix jumped up the A roof and is now holding the cross as well, and he gets the kill. That's such an important kill. That is the kill that they need, and now they can just outplay it because Toti still needs the cross, and he gets the headshot, and that's GG.
Yeah, I mean that was a 2v5 situation there for Braindall. They had the time to work with them. I'm not sure that running across was the smartest thing. They did get dropped though, and that is going to be the game. I have to say, very strong play from both sides there, Davey.
Yeah, I agree.